Blueprints of the Broken, Episode 5, The Digital Crucible. The century of belief and obedience reached its most refined form in the digital age. What began in classrooms, laboratories, and newspapers evolved into code, networks, and algorithms. The invisible architecture of influence no longer relied on proximity, but on connection. Every mind with a screen became a node. Every click, a data point, every scroll, a pulse in a living system of control. The old experiment had found its perfect instrument, one that did not require consent, only curiosity. The patterns established by the experimenters were encoded into software of society. Social media, search engines, and recommendation systems became instruments of perception, reinforcing bias, shaping attention, and guiding emotion with mechanical precision. Feedback loops replaced classrooms, notifications replaced lectures. The lesson plan was now written in the logic of engagement. Every gesture recorded, analyzed, and monetized. Influence became instantaneous, intimate, and invisible. Digital platforms learned to anticipate desire. Algorithms tested, refined, and repeated the same psychological formulas when written on chalkboards and test sheets, now deployed on a planetary scale. Fear could be magnified, loyalty strengthened, outrage optimized, division could be engineered without leaving fingerprints. Every message, every image, every trend was a calculated input, designed to extract emotion and covered in it to data. Millions acted as subjects in an experiment they could not see, unaware that their participation was both the method and the result. The scale of manipulation is without precedent. Networks are no longer confined by geography or borders. Information moves faster than reflection, repetition becomes reinforcement, and reinforcement becomes belief. The techniques that once controlled classrooms, congregations, and colonies now operate in real time, synchronizing billions of human minds. The principle remains unchanged: measure, guide, predict, and influence. Only now, the experiment runs itself. And yet, the digital crucible is not merely a machine of control. It is a mirror of the collective psyche. Algorithms do not create desire, they harvest it. They do not invent fear, they echo it. The system learns what we reveal, shaping what we see in return. In this feedback of reflection, the line between influence and instinct begins to dissolve. The individual becomes both observer and observed, both subject and instrument. Still, resistance survives. It flickers in awareness, in those who pause before reacting, who sense the repetition beneath the noise, who question the patterns dressed as preference. Conscious attention becomes a fracture in the circuitry. Critical thought, curiosity, and empathy disrupt the algorithm's logic. What was once used to control can be reversed. The same tools that shape belief can illuminate deception. Awareness remains the one element that cannot be predicted. The digital crucible is the latest stage in the centuries-long design. It is a culmination of lessons first drafted in laboratories, tested in schools, and perfected in the language of propaganda. Technology amplified the process, but it did not invent it. The same principles of manipulation, repetition, isolation, reward, and fear have simply been rewritten in code. Yet, for all its precision, the system still depends on something deeply human: our willingness to look away. This era reveals both the magnitude of control and the endurance of the spirit. Awareness becomes rebellion, reflection becomes armor, recognition becomes liberation. Just as language, memory, and culture survive centuries of erasure, so too can consciousness persist, even within the circuitry designed to contain it. The more we observe the machine, the less power it holds. The digital crucible is vast, intricate, and relentless. It observes, guides, and predicts, yet it is not absolute. The lessons of history remind us that no system, no matter how elegant or adaptive, can master awareness. Every spark of recognition weakens its illusion. Every act of reflection shows its gears. Every conscious choice, unseen, unmeasured, unprogrammed, becomes a rebellion against its design. The experiment continues, but like all systems born from control, it carries the seed of its own undoing. Awareness spreads quickly, quietly, beneath the noise, through art, conversation, and memory, and when enough eyes turn inward, to see rather not than to scroll, the machinery falters. Humanity has survived control before, and it will again.